two. Oh, now you have two. Awesome. Nice.
Yeah, see, we have to catch up. I know. Now that Lisa's here, we can get started. You need a band and your choice of lightweight, and then there are some rollers already in here. So you can grab your roller when you want. We will start standing at the end of our mat. We're going to go into a little squat. We're going to use the mirror to check our back and check our posture. Then we're just going to come up. We're going to roll it forward, reaching down towards our toes, feeling a nice stretch all through the back side of our legs. And then we're going to carefully walk ourselves out until we're in plank. So think belly button to spine, shoulder blades down and back, all that good stuff. We're just going to hold it here, starting to engage that core from your knees or from your toes, walking your hands back towards your feet. Get a little shoulder exercise there. Rolling yourself all back up to ceiling, reaching high towards the ceiling. Taking your time, setting down in the squat, using the mirror to check your posture. As soon as your low back curves, you've gone too far into your squat, and bringing it back up. Rolling forward down towards your toes, getting a nice stretch. Walk yourself out. Finding yourself in plank where you're going to hold it there for a little bit. I'm not centered on my sternum all today. I know. Walking ourselves all the way back. Reaching towards. Breathing, settling into that squat one more time. Keeping the core engaged as you squat down. Bringing it up to standing, rolling yourself forward, and then walking yourself out into plank. Holding that plank, looking belly button to spine the entire time. Shoulder blades down and back. Remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Oh, and then you may settle down onto your mat. I'll take a shorty roller. I don't think anyone's going to want the shorty roller. Max will take the shorty roller. He's taking it. All right.
Jeez. I feel like that one.
With your little roller, we're going to do a little bit starting down by our ankles. You can do 1 foot at a time or both feet. If you really want to pinpoint it, 1 foot at a time is probably going to work best. You're doing a few rolls down by the ankle, kind of getting into that Achilles a little bit. A few little rolls. And then you're going to switch and you're going to do a few little rolls on the other side. Not going to spend tons of time on each muscle group. Now, if you have a specific muscle group, I'm talking to you, Brandon, and you would like to just jump to it, go ahead, just jump to that muscle group, because we're just going to work our way up the leg. We're going to go to the calf muscle. This one's going to be a little bit easier to do both of them at the same time on the roller. A little bit bigger muscle. And then we're going to work our way up to the hamstring. You can do one or both legs at the same time. If you have the little roller, maybe one at a time, your choice. Just kind of alternate from side to side if you're doing one at a time. Lisa's feeling it.
Yep.
Brandon's feeling it. Again, stay here if this is the area that you need to focus on. Just stay here in your hamstrings when we switch. That's totally fine. we're gonna go to our backside and our glutes. So you can kind of rock from side to side. Get that glute muscle from all the angles. Get that glute muscle right in the middle. Shift to the other side. Maybe find the spot that you need to give a little bit more attention to. Go ahead, spend that extra time there if you need to. That's totally fine. Right? And then we're gonna flip over. Again, spending that time on the muscles if you need to. Time flipping. If you need to keep going at those hamstrings, you go right ahead. We're gonna get into that quad. Oh, and I have a little roller, so I have one leg at a time. If you have the big roller, you can do both legs at a time. Gentle roll. Almost looks like a little workout. Sure, you're playing. But I don't like it. That's okay. Go back. If you don't,
You feel it.
you can feel it. If you don't like it, go ahead. Go back to the back side of your leg. If you need it and can get there carefully, try to get up in the soft part of your hip. Again, go at your level of comfortability with this. Comfortability. Oh, spending time in those spots. Make sure you switch sides. Max is still getting after his glutes over there. That's totally fine.
That's where I spend most of my time.
All right, go ahead and set your roller to the side. We are going to lay down on our mat. Roll ourselves down. We're going to start with hitting that lower back down into the floor. So tucking that tailbone under, making sure our rib cage is down, belly button to spine. And we're just alternating, picking up a foot off the ground, really activating those deep core muscles, the transverse abdominals. So focusing on the muscles that like pull your whole waist in nice and tight right now. Go at your own pace. There's no pace you have to go for this as long as you keep yourself in good form, keeping that lower back down. Trying to keep it out of your hip flexors. You're focusing just on those deep core muscles. Remembering to breathe through this. If you find at some point you're like, oh, my lower back's starting to come off the ground, just go ahead, stop, reset, and just get going again. All right, we're going to offer a little challenge exercise here at the end of this. So if you're feeling really confident in your transverse activation, let's pick up both feet at the same time and set them down. Now, if this is too much and you feel like your lower back is coming up off the ground, or you feel like your ribs are starting to flare up, just go with a single leg. It's totally fine. I can't even.
My hips pop every single time too.
They do?
Yeah.
Use your core. Belly button to spine, really good focus. 2, 3, and 2, and 1. Very nice. Set those feet down. Grab your band. Hopefully it's nearby. We're going to loop it around one of your feet. Lift that foot up towards the ceiling. Just going to do a few little up and downs with that leg. And we're giving it a little tension at the top there, so you get a little stretch. Just a few of them. From here, we'll go right into that side keeping that hip down on the ground the whole time. The band will assist you. Okay, just grab that band a little tighter if you need to. Oh boy, they're falling apart back there. Lots of groaning is happening today. Carefully switch sides. Don't let that band come back and get you in the face. It just takes all the fun out of it.
It's all fun.
Yeah, all the fun.
There goes the fun.
Uh-huh.
It's making it more fun for the rest.
That's true. Let's do a few of them right here. And then go right into that side to side. Keep that hip down. Max is on the phone.
Done texting.
Bringing both feet up to the top. Have both feet lifted.
No, it was good. Not violent.
See if you can get those legs nice and straight up towards the top and then start pulsing towards the outside. Core is engaged. This is not a sloppy movement. Add extra tension on that band. The harder you pull down, kind of adjust this. Twenty, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully just set down that band. Don't get rid of it. You're just, we're keeping it kind of close by. From here, we're going to go right into the bridge. So tucking that tailbone under. Pressing those heels down into the mat, rising those hips off the floor. Go nice and slow and controlled, and you're going to do this for a minute. So I'm just going to time it. So I'm not telling you how many you need to do. Adjust as you go. Make sure you're keeping good form. Make sure you're really feeling those glutes activate as you press those heels down into the ground. We've got 25 seconds. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sit down. Put one foot over the opposite knee. Reach through to get a nice little stretch there. Switch, get the other side. Take note, was one side tighter than the other? Do you need to give one side a little bit more attention? Yes. Grabbing your band, it around the bottom of your feet, bringing those feet back up into the air. If you would like to add a little bit of an extra challenge, you can lift your shoulder blades up off the ground, or you can start lowering those legs down to the ground. Your choice. Then you're going to keep pulsing towards the outside, getting the outside of the hips. So you kind of pick your level that you would like to do today. Or right here, neck down, legs straight up. That is perfectly fine too. Both are excellent options.
So,
Oh, logic
That's
and.
going for it. He's like texting, he's like all the things at once.
My mom wants to know if I'm on her dinner tonight.
Aw,
Well, of course you do, it's your mother.
Well, I can't say no.
good job, Max.
For my dirty 30.
Aw,
I think they start counting down. That's nowhere.
You get to pick a deal.
Not her meal, but mine, yes.
I'm sure she knows what you like.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully set that band down. Don't let it go too far. Placing the feet down on the ground. This time we're going to go into an alternating bridge. So each time you rise up, pressing through your heel, you're going to lift opposite knee. A little march on the ground there. We're going to go for a minute. So nice and kind of like a controlled pace for you. Focus on keeping that pelvis nice and level, nice and stable. Don't let it dip down to the side as you rise up with one foot planted. That's what likes to happen. We are halfway already. Almost there. We've got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Go ahead. Put one ankle over the opposite knee. Reach through. Kind of adding in a little short stretch breaks here in between. And switch sides. All right. One last time, grab that band, loop it around the bottom of your shoe, bringing those legs up. Again, you can make this a little bit more challenging by lowering your legs down towards the ground or picking up your shoulder blades off the floor. Your choice. Pulsing those feet to the outside, feeling the outside of the hips activate. Twenty, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Done. All right. Placing those feet down on the ground. This time we're going to go heels together, toes apart. Calling a little frog, I guess. Rising up, squeezing the glutes, and you bring your hips up towards the ceiling.
Heels together, toes apart.
Yep. Ballerina or frog. One minute, slow and control. We are into that minute already. 2, 1. Go ahead, place one ankle over your opposite knee. Gentle little stretch. Five. And then we're going to use that band again, but we are going to bring it up to a seated position, looping it around the bottom of our feet. Grabbing either onto the band or the handles, kind of depends what kind of band you grabbed. I grabbed a green one, so mine's kind of easy.
It's very small.
I know. So pulling back, squeezing those shoulder blades together, we're going to go for 20. So there was 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Set down that band. We're going to go into a 3-point stance from your hand or from your elbow. Your knee counts as one of those points, so it's going to be totally up to you. Top leg goes in front. Bottom leg is on the bottom. And then you rise up to a side plank. Now, the bottom knee can be down if you want it to be. That's a little bit too much, okay? And then you're going to bring your hand behind your head, and you're just squeezing that waist up towards the ceiling. Now, if you need to make it harder, you're going to do both feet and then come up to your hand. So you pick your option. Whoa, but don't tip over. And you're just going to hold it here. Nothing too, we're just holding it. Isometric hold. You're really gonna feel, you know, I'm pretending to count. 19. Yeah, exactly. Go for 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. I'm just switching sides so that I'm still facing this way. So again, elbow and knee and foot, or both feet. The top foot still goes in front, even though we switch sides. Elbow or hand. Hand is going to be the hardest. And then other hand goes back behind your head. And you're just holding it, really trying to press that hip up towards the ceiling. So now you're going to be feeling it in the left side. Kind of hanging out there, feeling the bird, really feeling the bird. Go for 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and have a seat. Carmen's like, nope, don't like that one. Just tell by her face. We'll do a different one for the obliques next time. We'll just, you know, we'll try out a
It's
few.
good. It's just like my Monday.
Grabbing that band, we're gonna go 20 reps, squeezing those shoulder blades together. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and set down your band. This time we're gonna roll it back. So we're gonna still go for the sides of our waistline. We're gonna peel our shoulder blades up off the ground as high as we can get them, and then we're going to shift side to side, reaching towards our heels. There's 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time, bringing it up to seated, and then we're gonna run out of time. Too many things. Didn't even use my weight.
Don't go.
20, squeezing those shoulder blades down and back together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let go of that band. Last exercise. Go down, right into a bicycle crunch. You choose how long those legs go out because those are your lever. You're going to do 20. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, give yourself a nice little full body stretch, reaching long, fingers to toes.
Oh, stretch, gotcha.
Stretch. Reaching tall, rolling it over onto our front side. Pressing up gently and cobra. Cobra, shifting back into child's pose. During child's pose, you can press your hands down into the floor or the mat to get a little bit extra stretch in that upper back. Uh-oh. From child's pose, just pulling those toes under, shifting into downward dog, pressing those heels down towards the ground, sit bones up towards the ceiling, head between your elbows. Our heels are going to the floor, even if they don't touch the floor, that's okay. And just like that, We continue to stretch, but we are out of time. Bye.